A Florida man arrested after he allegedly made posts on social media in which he threatened to kill President Donald Trump. Records show Glenn DeSico, seen right there, is being charged with making written threats to kill. The Jupiter Police Department in Florida saying the investigation began when they were alerted to a Facebook post where a written threat was made directed at Trump.
Hello and welcome back to Liberal Breakdown. So this 72-year-old guy in Florida, Glenn DeSico, literally just got arrested for writing threats to kill Donald Trump on Facebook. Like, what are you doing, man? Look, I'm no Trump fan. I've disagreed with him on just about everything, from policy to behavior to the way he treats people. But this is not the way. Threatening someone's life, like especially online where it's permanent and traceable at sea, is just stupid. I don't care how old you are or how mad you get at politics, you don't ever cross that line. And yeah, I'm saying this as someone who leans liberal, because being liberal doesn't mean cheering when bad things happen to people you disagree with. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye when someone on our side does something reckless or dangerous. It means having principles, not even when it's uncomfortable. What Glenn DeSico did was reckless. It was dumb. And honestly, it just makes everything worse. It gives ammo to the people who want to paint all progressives or anti-Trump voices as radical or unhinged. And we know that's not true. But when someone pulls a stunt like this, it feeds that narrative. Also, like, posting threats on Facebook, that's not brave. That's not activism. That's just bad judgment. We can disagree, we can protest, we can vote, organize, and call out injustice when we see it. That's what real political engagement looks like. Not threats, not violence, not some half-baked post that gets you cuffed by the Secret Service. So yeah, I'm glad they took it seriously. I'm glad there are consequences. Because no matter how divided we get, the moment we start making threats, we lose the moral high ground. And honestly, we lose the plot. We've got enough real problems to focus on. The economy, rights being stripped away, global instability. We don't need to be out here making it easier for bad actors to ignore the real issues because someone decided to go full Facebook warrior. Let's be better than that. Seriously.
Unfortunately, he's wrecking our economy. I think people have seen their retirement savings on fire, and there he is out on the golf course. That may end up being the most enduring image of the Trump presidency. That is the president out on a golf cart while people's retirement is in flames. The Treasury Secretary saying that people aren't looking at where the retirement savings are. Maybe he doesn't have to. He's got the wealth. He doesn't have to. Maybe the president with his wealth doesn't have to. But what I'm hearing from Californians is those that have just retired, those who are on the eve of retiring, they're terrified of this. And I hope and pray we stay out of recession, but if we head into a recession, it will be the Trump recession. He will completely own it. This is a completely self-destructive economic act that he's engaged in. And it's not just the tariffs, it's also the freezing of funds, the firing of people, the alienation of our allies. In California, I'm hearing from farmers who still haven't recovered market share from the tariffs during the first Trump administration. I'm hearing from people in the tourist industry. You have people from other countries now who don't want to come here, most particularly Canadians. I'm hearing from others, small business people who are telling me that Canadians are saying, don't send us any more of your products. In fact, we're going to send you back what you've already sent us. It's the whole range of Trump economic policies that are really hurting people.
Senator Adam Schiff just said what a lot of people are thinking, but not enough are saying out loud. These Trump tariffs? They're a massive self-inflicted wound. Schiff was on MSNBC talking about it, and honestly, he didn't hold back, and I'm glad he didn't. He called it exactly what it is, a reckless economic move that's going to hurt regular people more than it hurts anyone Trump claims to be targeting. Think about it. Higher tariffs mean higher prices on food, on cars, on everyday goods. This isn't some abstract political theory. This is real life. You and I are the ones paying more at the grocery store or when we need to replace something in our homes. It's not the billionaires, it's not the corporations, but they'll just pass those costs down to us. And Schiff brought up something that really hit me. California's citrus farmers. They still haven't recovered from the last round of Trump's trade wars. Market share gone, exports down, and now we're going to do it all over again? Who benefits from this? It's certainly not the working class people Trump loves to claim he's fighting for. It's just another distraction, another way to look tough while real people get stuck with the fallout. Schiff also pointed out the bigger picture here. This isn't just bad economics, it's destabilizing. It sends mixed signals to our allies. It throws off trade relationships we've spent decades building, and it makes the global economy more fragile at a time when we really can't afford more chaos. Let's be clear, nobody's saying we shouldn't protect American industries, but protectionism without strategy, tariffs without a plan, That's not strength. That's playing economic roulette. And we know where that leads. First it's tariffs, then it's trade wars. And if you're not careful, that kind of tension spills into everything. Alliances, diplomacy, even armed conflicts down the line. It's not just numbers on a spreadsheet, and it's about stability. So yeah, Schiff's right. This whole tariff situation is a mess, and it's only going to get messier if we keep pretending like it's some brilliant power move. It's not. It's reckless. And it's the working class, our people, who are gonna pay the price.
And you're imposing a 10% tariff on the herd in McDonald Islands. The herd in McDonald Islands have 0 human inhabitants. They have 0 exports. They have 0 imports. They do have a lot of penguins. Why are you putting import tariffs on islands that are entirely populated by penguins?
Well, I mean, come on, Jake. Obviously, here's the bottom line. We live under a tariff regime from other countries. We have too long
the McDonald Islands is not imposing
the idea that America goes first. I mean, come on. Whatever. Listen, the people that are leading this are serious, intentional, patriotic, the smartest people I've ever worked with. I did not come up with the formulas. I'm the ag secretary. I studied agriculture at Texas A&M. I was in a lot of conversations to make sure our farmers and our ranchers were part of that. The president recognized the importance of inputs. We got potash and fertilizer to make sure they could do their planting. But I have no doubt that I speak on behalf of President Trump when he would say he has the utmost confidence in the team and what they have built and what they have put together. And we are unleashing a new golden age, and we will see an economy that will benefit not just every corner of America, but our farmers and our ranchers and the people that have been left behind for far too long by both Republicans and Democrats.
So, CNN's Jake Tapper is interviewing Trump's Secretary of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, and he straight up asks her, why are you putting import tariffs on islands that are entirely populated by penguins? What? What? Like, I get that the Trump administration loves tariffs the way Oprah loves giveaways, but penguin tariffs? Are we fighting the Antarctic now? Did the penguins endorse Biden? And the best part, Brooke Rollins doesn't even blink. She just launches into this whole, we live under a tariff regime speech, like she wasn't just asked about slapping trade sanctions on tuxedo birds waddling around icebergs. I mean, what's the plan here? Are we trying to punish the penguins for their unfair fishing practices, their cold shoulder diplomacy? Did one of them post a mean meme about Trump? Look, I'm not saying trade policy is easy, but when your strategy includes taxing islands with 0 humans and 100% penguin occupancy, maybe, just maybe, it's time to rethink the spreadsheet. And this is part of a bigger tariff package that's already hitting 60 countries, causing market chaos, making Republicans sweat, and sending prices up. So while families are wondering why groceries cost more, the Trump team is out here going full-on March of the Tariffs. It's funny, but also kind of tragic, right? Like, there are real issues to solve, inflation, jobs, climate change, and the headline is U.S. imposes tariffs on Penguin Island. I don't know what's next. Tariffs on the moon? Trade war with Atlantis? Sanctions against Santa's workshop? Anyway, shout out to Jake Tapper for asking the real questions. And to the penguins, hang in there, y'all. America's got beef with literally everyone now. See you in the next one.